Welcome to Raw Food. What's happening, Jay?
A whole lot, and yet it's still kind of boring. Yeah,
Work.
no, there's a lot going on. How are you?
I'm good. Chilling out on the East Coast. You're chilling out on the West Coast. Any armed robberies of retail stores today, or can we transition from the regular bullshit going on this episode of Earth to something else?
No, man, we are in reruns.
Oh, okay, cool. Then in that case, then please take it away. Our girls are holding it down in track and field. What say you?
Team USA just crushed the World Championships in track and field, and that is no exaggeration. Noah Lyles took home 3 golds, 100, 200, and the 4x1, and the women did it too in the 4x1. And we also won the 100, and the person who won the 100, Sha'Carri Richardson, also got bronze in the 200. This was great for the sprinters. The middle distance runners did pretty well. We also saw some really cool stuff in the 400. I believe both Team USA, both men's and women's teams also won. No, the men won the 4x4, and the Netherlands won the 4x4 for the women. I think that was Femke Bol, who shockingly fell in the mixed 4x4, which opens the World Championship. So it starts with the mixed 4x4, that's men and women, and it ends with the men's and women's separate 4x4. So for this person who fell at the very end of the other one where she would have won, for her to come and get this one at the end was really cool. Lastly, it's interesting because this is a NBC kind of property. So the kind of meta media aspect of this that's interesting is no one else covers it. ESPN never talks about this. Like none of their talking heads. Same thing with Fox. It's an NBC property, and no one else covers it at all, except when they get to manufacture a controversy. So Noah Lyles was clearly joking and said that whole cliche thing where why do Americans claim they are world champions in something when it's just the United States?
Huh.
He's got a foot to stand on. He won at a worldwide event. And all of a sudden, Stephen A. Smith is talking about it. He never talks about track and field. He only talks about controversies when it's related to track and field. Like the last time he talked about track was Sha'Carri Richardson and what happened with her at the US trials before Tokyo.
I don't understand why we don't give more love to track and field when we always win a whole group of medals in that field.
Yeah.
And the
Like
women are gorgeous. I mean, their bodies are unreal. They look like machines. They look like absolutely the most beautiful human body you can imagine. My favorite runner actually is that thing Mew. I just love staring at her. I think she's a beauty. She's classy. She's intelligent. She got the whole package. You hardly ever hear about her. I think she's one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. Very much in the vein of Grace Jones.
Word. Yeah,
And I don't
the
know why
world
she's not endorsed, why she doesn't have contracts left and right, you know?
And if she does, they're outside this country. They're with like some European designer brand or something.
Yeah, like she's not getting the love here that she should. And she's actually in college and quite like literally like the most humble overachiever you've ever met in your life.
Yeah, exactly. And this isn't new either. She's been dominating the women's 800 for a while now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think the last 2 years in a row, she won with the bronze, right?
Yeah. And the last World Championships, the U.S. like set a record for gold medals, and I believe we got pretty close, but did not break that record again. The field events, we got a silver in men's high jump. We got, I believe, we got gold and silver in the discus, and I believe we got silver in women's long jump. Yeah, everyone just cleaned up. It was really good to the extent that anyone can win it. If we were counting points the way they do with lower division track and field, we would have won. And that's really awesome. We're going into the Olympics next year. Going back to the controversy that was manufacturers, and so Noah Lyles was clearly joking, I believe, and it's frustrating to see that that's the only time Fox or ESPN actually talk about this.
I'm gonna pull up the comment. Let's see. What has everybody's feathers so ruffled today? So allegedly, tell me if this is the correct quote. At a post-meet press conference, Lyles was asked about how to grow or improve his sport, to which he replied, "You know, the thing that hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA finals and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what? The United States? Don't get me wrong. I love the US at times, but that ain't the world. This is not the world. We are the world. We have almost every country out here fighting, thriving, put on their flag to show that they are represented. There ain't no flags in the NBA. That's the quote. What is the controversy? He's not wrong, is he? Isn't Earth not the United States?
That's the thing. He's not. But everyone comes in with the same old thing. Oh, well, it's the best players play in this league, so therefore it's the best. And there's no like Champions League kind of format with inter-club stuff. There's no like, is there a FIFA basketball World Cup? I don't think so. But the US men also did just win the FIBA World Championship. That's Team USA. That's not That's not NBA.
Correct. But wait, getting back to this quote, I don't understand why are people coming out so hard against him? Kevin Durant said, "Somebody help this brother, help him."
Well, Stephen A. said
Drake
he was
snapped on him. I mean, what am I missing?
flamboyantly ignorant, and the media is talking more about this comment than his accomplishment of winning 3 golds. He was not expected to win in the 100. He's a 200-meter specialist. He won the 200 at the Olympics. He broke the American record. He now holds it in 1931. Nobody really thought he would win the 100.
Yeah, so he's the 5th man in the world. According to NPR, he is the 5th man in world championship history to ever win the double.
Yep, and it hasn't been done since Usain Bolt.
Okay, so why is everybody so offended by his comments? And how come we can't just disagree without being offended? Can I disagree with you without being offended? Or I gotta be offended? I gotta clutch my pearls every time? Just disagree and keep it pushing. What's the big deal? The man had a thought. He didn't kill anybody.
On this episode of Raw Food.